Just practice from the January 25th, 2019 talk, The Monkey Mind. All of you came to offer lunch to the monks, the meditators, and to your Dhamma friends. And a devotee from California made a $10,000 donation for the new meditation building. I would like all of you to say sadhu, 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 sadhu. In addition to making the donation for the new building, this morning she offered breakfast to the monks and meditators, and she came to observe the 8 precepts and practice meditation. This year, you all are gaining dana, sila, and bhavana, or generosity, morality, and wisdom. In particular, all of you came to the temple to learn about and practice meditation. We have sitting meditation, walking meditation, standing meditation, and lying down meditation. We can practice meditation in any posture, and we can classify meditation into 2 kinds: tranquility meditation and insight vipassana meditation. The purpose of tranquility meditation is to gain peace of mind and concentration. Some of you may be used to practicing yoga and so on. This is tranquility meditation. You're trying to focus on one object to gain concentration. But for insight vipassana meditation, we are trying to develop our wisdom in order to see the nature of mind and body for what they really are. We should try to be mindful of every physical activity and mental process. It's very useful for everyone. Even a 5-year-old kid can practice this. Buddhism is not a kind of religion. It's not a system of worship. Buddhism is the art of living and dying. The Buddha's teaching is to let us know how to live in this world peacefully, happily, wisely, and blamelessly. And when we die, we should know how to die, otherwise it's very dangerous. For example, before we die, we may attach to something. Attachment is lobha, or greed. It's one kind of mental defilement. If you attach to your dog or your cat, it's possible to be reborn as a dog or a cat. If you are attached to your belongings, such as your house or your car, it's possible to be reborn as a hungry ghost. So we should know how to die. That's why we practice insight vipassana meditation, to know how to live peacefully and how to die peacefully and wisely. In particular, we practice insight vipassana meditation to overcome suffering. We have many kinds of suffering, so the Buddha guided us in how to practice to overcome suffering. Sometimes we may come across physical suffering, but if you know how to practice meditation, even though you may feel physical suffering, there's no mental suffering. 339. The Collected Teachings of Luang Por Chaya. And we don't just practice meditation today so that we will receive the consequences in the next life. It's not like that. We will receive the results here and now. We need to practice to train our mind. That's why we call it bhavana, or mental training. We need to train our mind to see, to gain concentration, to gain wisdom, to gain knowledge, and to understand reality. When we practice meditation, we should have a primary object of meditation. We don't just sit and think about something that's not right. Some people come here and say that they've been practicing meditation for over 10 years. I ask them, where do you focus your mind when you sit in meditation? Most of them say, I just sit and empty my mind. That's impossible. Just sitting and emptying your mind is impossible. Even if you try hard to focus on one object, your mind still wanders because there are so many distractions. How will you empty your mind? It's impossible. I've been practicing meditation for over 50 years, so I understand this. Emptying your mind is impossible. So what we need to do is have a primary object. You should begin by sitting in the right position. Make yourself comfortable. Any position is fine, but your upper body should be straight and not tense. It should be natural, so relax your mind and body and your muscles. And breathe as usual. Don't force your breath and make it faster or longer. Your breath should be natural, and then you can gain peace of mind. If you force yourself to breathe faster or longer, you will get tired, so breathe as usual. Close your eyes when you sit in meditation, and try not to think about anything. We've thought about so many kinds of things for many years, so during the time we practice meditation, we should try not to think about anything. And then, focus your mind on your abdominal movement. When you breathe in, your abdomen rises upward. When you breathe out, the abdomen falls downward. Try to focus your mind on this abdominal movement. When you feel the abdomen rising, try to focus on the movement, not on the shape of your abdomen, the movement. And make a mental note, saying in your mind as it rises, rising. Follow the rising of the abdomen from the very beginning until the end of the rising. The rising abdomen and the noting mind should be simultaneous in the present moment. Mind and matter, or mind and body, that is, the noting mind and the rising abdomen, should be together in the present moment. When you feel the abdomen fall down, just make a mental note. Falling. So, rising, falling. After about 6 seconds, if you don't think 340, just practice about anything. No greed, no anger, no delusion, and no worry arise in the mind. You gain peace of mind right away. Keep practicing. Maybe after a few minutes, perhaps 5 minutes, the mind goes out. Then, try to watch your mind. You'll know your mind is not on your abdominal movement. It's gone out. What do we do about that? Just label it. Go out, go out, go out. And then return to your abdominal movement, noting the rising and falling as usual. Again, your mind thinks about something. This is the tendency of our monkey mind to think about things. This means you forgot to focus on your abdominal movement. Try to observe it, be aware of it, and label it. Thinking, thinking, thinking. Label it a few times, then return to the rising and falling as usual. And again, your mind starts to wander. It goes here and there. You realize this, you know your mind has wandered. It's not just focused on the rising and falling of the abdomen. And then try to be aware of the wandering mind and label it. Realize that your mind has wandered, then label it as wandering, wandering, wandering. Then stop and return to your main object of meditation. And sometimes you talk to someone in your thoughts. What do we have to do about that? When you know you're talking to someone in your thoughts, instead of focusing on the rising and falling, try to be aware of it and make a mental note. Talking, talking, talking. Label it a few times, and then come back to your abdominal movement, rising and falling. This is how to train this monkey mind to be in the present moment. Mostly our mind is thinking about the past or worrying about the future. It's not supposed to be like that. Try to observe the main object of your meditation. By training your mind many times, many hours, many days, for the rest of your life, continuing to practice this every day, on and on, you'll eventually know that your mind is not like before. You can reduce your distractions. Instead of your mind going out 100 times, it just goes out 99 or 90 or 50 times. And sometimes it doesn't go out at all. You'll know for yourself. You'll experience this. We need this mental training, this mental culture, to culture this monkey mind to be in the present moment. By practicing meditation, we understand that nothing lasts long. It's just temporary. For example, we focus on the rising and falling of the abdomen. From the time we were born until we die, the abdomen is always rising and disappearing, one after another. Some of you are used to practicing by focusing on your breath, breathing in and breathing out. 341. The Collected Teachings of Luang Por Chaya. Try to focus your mind and know that you're breathing in and know that you're breathing out. Either method is fine, so we practice meditation to see the nature of mind and matter as impermanent. You realize this by practice, not from the book, not from listening. You'll know for yourself. You will know about your life. You will know that mind and body are impermanent and uncontrollable. You cannot control your body or your breath or the rising and falling of your abdomen. They go by their own nature, every second, every moment. We cannot control them. To see this impermanence and uncontrollability is wisdom. We gain wisdom. When we gain wisdom, it's not just when we sit in meditation that we gain the good results. Even in our daily lives in the outside world, or when we're at home or at work, wherever we go, we'll experience the good results. Maybe sometimes you'll come across an undesirable situation, but you can let it go easily. But often, you come across desirable situations, and you feel happy. This happiness comes in two kinds. happiness regarding worldly affairs, and happiness regarding spiritual practice. You may feel happy about seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, or touching something. This is greed. It's unwholesome consciousness. But if you feel happy about generosity, about morality, concentration, and wisdom, this is wholesome consciousness. See? Two kinds of happiness. For example, you watch TV, or you go to a concert, or see someone dancing or singing, and you like it and feel happy about it. This is greed. See? But few people know this. They think, oh, it's very good. They pay $100 or $200 and spend 2 or 3 hours. Happy. This is just unwholesome consciousness. See that? When you come to the temple, there's nothing here. You can't see anything. No movies, no songs, there's nothing here. But you come and practice meditation, you offer something, you try to observe your 5 or 8 precepts, you do chanting, you practice loving-kindness meditation, you share a portion of the merit with others, and you try to be mindful and practice insight vipassana meditation. And when you come to perform these meritorious deeds, how do you feel? Happy, right? This happiness is wholesome consciousness. Sometimes you think about something, worry about something, or feel sad about something. You have to understand yourself that this sadness or this worry is a kind of anger. Anger is like fire. It's like a fire burning your heart. This is the Buddha's teaching. We have to live peacefully and happily, not sadly. We need to let these go. 342. Just practice. How do we let them go? Sometimes when we practice meditation, we need to change the object. So instead of thinking about something that makes you feel unhappy, think about something that makes you happy. The best way, though, is to observe your meditation object, rising and falling, or breathing in and breathing out. Then, there's no more sadness or worry. We should also have proper or wise attention. We should think about time and this life. Life is time. And time is very important. Our life is very important. And in every moment, our lives become shorter and shorter. Time flies very quickly, so why would we let our time, our lives, pass by unmeaningfully? It's not supposed to be like that. Our lives should be used rightly and meaningfully. By loving ourselves, we should think, I should not let my time pass by in vain, so I need to do something, even as my life is getting shorter and shorter in every moment, to develop wholesome deeds. We especially need to develop our wisdom by practicing meditation. Sometimes you listen to a Dhamma talk, and some of you read books. By doing these things, you get some knowledge or some guidance. You'll learn something. But what you learn from the book, or from listening, should be applied to your daily life. Just listening or reading, you'll gain a lot of knowledge, but if you don't use it rightly, you'll get nothing. So we should put it into practice. We know anger is not good. It's like a fire. It's like a poison. Why would we keep it in our heart? Don't keep it in your heart. Let it go. If you keep it in your heart, it means you don't love yourself. Let it go. To let it go, you need to understand that nothing lasts long. Nothing is permanent. If we understand this fact, we can let it go easily. That's why we need to practice meditation. When you practice meditation and focus on rising and falling or breathing in and breathing out, you'll see that in every moment, mind and matter are just arising and disappearing, one after another, non-stop. Everything else is the same. Nothing is permanent. Don't try to control any situation or anyone. If you try to control something or someone, you will suffer about it because it's uncontrollable. We cannot control anything in this world. The Buddha said we need to try to tame our mind, but we should not try to control others. Even with our mind, everyone knows anger is not good, but we still get mad sometimes. This shows how you cannot control your mind. So if we can't even control our own mind, how can we control others? Think about that. And then you can let it go. 343. The Collected Teachings of Luang Por Chaya. Good situations don't last forever, and bad situations are the same. This is just the nature of our world. It's impermanent and it's uncontrollable. Accept this fact, and then you can let it go. Then there's no worry, no sadness, no depression, and you'll feel happy. In every moment you will be happy. We need to gain this happiness. So there are two kinds of happiness. Worldly happiness is unwholesome because it is based upon attachment, which is the cause of suffering. Instead, we need to gain spiritual happiness. To gain spiritual happiness, you need to understand the truth. To understand the truth, we need to practice meditation. That's why I'd like all of you to try the best you can to culture this monkey mind. Whatever happens to your thoughts, try to be aware of it and label it. Then come back to your primary object. If you feel sad about something or sorry about something, don't let it arise on and on. Try to be aware of it. If you feel sorry about something, just label it sorry, sorry, sorry. Label it a few times, and then return to your main object of meditation. By doing this, instead of worrying about something for 1 hour, it's just 1 minute, and done. This is the benefit of practicing meditation. This is why the Buddha taught us how to live peacefully and blamelessly. When we're able to control our mind, our mental actions, we can control our physical and verbal actions too. As we mainly focus on our mental actions in practicing mental culture, we train our mind to be in the present moment and to be free from greed, anger, and delusion. I would like all of you to try to practice both tranquility and insight vipassana meditation to be able to be free from suffering and free from greed, anger, and delusion. 344.